As teachers and teachers' unions continue to push critical race theory in the classroom, parents have only a few options to fight back. And even when they do take a stand, they are met with threats like this. Watch.
Let's deny this off-key band of people that are anti-education, anti-teacher, anti-equity, anti-history, anti-racial reckoning, anti-opportunities, anti-help people, anti-diversity, anti-platform, anti-science, anti-change agent, anti-social justice, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-LGBTQ+, anti-children, anti-healthcare, anti-worker, anti-environment, anti-emissions policy change, anti-inclusion, anti-live and let live people. Let them die. Don't let these uncomfortable people.
Let them die. You heard that right. All those parents, here's a few. I mean, that was the longest anti-list I've ever heard. Anti-opportunities, anti-help people. I've never heard that one before. Anti-help people. Anti-children. Let them all die. That outrageous hate-filled speech came from a vice president of the Fairfax County NAACP, who's also a Virginia PTA official named Michelle Leet. I guess it's not your mom's PTA anymore, is it? This all happened at a counter-protest when parents were speaking out against CRT and is becoming an all-too-common event, as her calls for violence, as you saw in the clip, were met with actual cheers. Actually, when the clip goes on, the cheering accelerates. But these divisive words, they perfectly summarize critical race theory. People preaching intolerance under the illusion of tolerance. Asra Nomani is a Fairfax County parent who actually recorded that troubling video, and she's here with more. Asra, thank you so much for being here. When you recorded that, I can't imagine that's what you anticipated, but is it in line with the sentiment in which they view you?
Oh my gosh, just watching it again just gave me chills. I was standing behind her as she spoke. You could see from the camera angle, and I just couldn't believe the words coming out of her mouth. And then the audience, you know, the cheers was just so disturbing because I know many of those people. One of them, the former PTSA president at my son's high school from where he just graduated. We had union organizers there from the teachers union. We had NAACP officials, folks from the Fairfax Democrats. It was the entire machine that is trying to hijack schools across America. And there in Fairfax County, here in front of this school, we witnessed the real anti that is happening now. It's anti-parent. There is a war on parents happening from sea to shining sea, and it's only the courage of parents that are going to be able to stand up to this divisive ideology.
Well, you said it right, but you're up against a machine. I mean, from the PTA, which is often captured by the teachers' unions, to the teachers' unions, to superintendents who are beholden to teachers' unions. If parents don't band together, you're stuck. But even when you're stuck, but even when you do band together, are you seeing a change, or are they just saying, sorry, you're not in the club?
Well, Pete, you know, we started this organization called Parents Defending Education in order to empower parents to stand up. So I have a letter here of one parent. Her name is Christy Simon. She wrote in from Alexandria today to the National PTA, and she said, I'm disgusted because the parent in Parent-Teacher Association is gone.
Yeah.
Another mother called crying. But what was the answer from the PTA? They said that they're going to put the board members in sensitivity training.
Oh, really?
And so this is their, yes.
We actually,
this is their answer.
This is the response that we got from the Virginia PTA. This is what they said. They said the Virginia PTA is aware of news reports about a disturbing choice of words used by a board member during a public event this summer. Virginia PTA board members, as you said, will participate in sensitivity training to ensure that we remain mindful of our community and the impact of the words we use. She's going back to kindergarten to learn that words have consequences. How insulting.
Exactly. And, you know, to use their own words against them, silence is violence. And we have not heard a peep from any of the school board members who were inside as this was being said. And in fact, what they want to do is bring in their own indoctrination, their own ideas of what it means to be inclusive. But unfortunately, it does not include parents with a different point of view. And that's why we all have to stand up. We have to stand up. If you can believe it, the Virginia PTA is right now trying to dissolve a PTSA in Fairfax County at Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology, where the parents voted in officers who oppose critical race theory. And they're now trying to disband that PTSA.
Because
so
the unions believe they own it all to
diversity.
include the teachers' unions. There is no inclusivity. You're right. And clearly, having spoken with you now for 4 minutes, you are anti-helping people. I mean, there's no doubt.
We have to all band together and help each other get through this morass so that we can actually realize the American dream that we all love.
And then take the positions there and take it back. Ozra, thank you so much for standing up and sharing your perspective. We appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.